Okay, so I'm off to the gym today and I just wanted to share a few things about what I do to stay motivated. And today is very cold, probably about 2 degrees. And so first thing, wear appropriate clothing, gloves, warm clothes. Make sure you take a locker, padlock. And again, you've seen me go in when it's raining, sunny. I prefer to go in daylight if I had a choice. So when these short winter days, I find if I can go in daylight, I feel more motivated, even if I'm coming home and it's dark. So yeah. I always feel a bit weird talking to myself when I'm walking past people, hence pausing. I thought I'd choose a nice quiet alley to be able to talk anyway. So other things I do for the motivation, but also to optimize time, is I'll wear headphones and sometimes a baseball cap kind of covering my eyes, and that helps me to stay focused and not to, if I make eye contact with someone, engage in a conversation, because I don't give myself an unlimited amount of time to go to the gym. I've normally fitting it in between things, so if I've got an hour to spare, I don't want to spend half of that chatting to someone and not getting anything done. So I'll kind of make that a priority, is my workout. Also listening to something in my headphones, so usually music, sometimes a podcast, sometimes watching something or listening to something on YouTube, but not watching it, because again, if you're working out, you can waste a hell of a lot of time. I see other people spending a lot of amount of time. I'm not going to say wasting, because for them it might not be a waste of time, but for me it would be a waste of time, looking at their phone in between sets and sitting on the machines for an amount of time that they wouldn't ordinarily spend on the machine if they were just doing their workout. So in between sets I might be mentally counting about 30 seconds or a minute if it was a really hard set, but probably about 30 seconds, and then going again. If you're sort of looking at something on your phone, you get carried away. So I find it slightly selfish, people hogging the machines while they're watching something, but I normally go and ask them how many sets they got left, and then they might take the hint and finish their sets. Other benefits of the headphones is that these ones are noise cancelling. So the distractions and noises from around the gym won't put me off my workout, and things like people, some guys mainly, like to bang the weights down on their last set. And it always well, it can be irritating, but not with the headphones. With the headphones on, I would say it's mildly amusing that these big strong guys have just finished their set and all of a sudden reached the point of exhaustion where they can't put the set down without crashing it down. So I don't know if it's a macho thing. I'm sure it's different for different people, like an exclamation at the end of a really hard set, or maybe they are just fatiguing themselves so much that that's it. Anyway, so yeah, quite a focused workout usually for me. Not necessarily putting a time limit on, but I normally have a rough idea of how long I'm going to spend in the gym. Could be 45 minutes, could be 75 minutes. Or if I haven't got much time, I'll go for 20 minutes, half an hour. So at least I've done it. So again, in keeping with my usual mantra of making sure my goals are achievable, desirable, and small. I'm saying it's a mantra because I don't actually say the same words. I've just not made it up, but the same kind of thing. Small, achievable and desirable goals. And then you know you've ticked them off, you know you're going to feel better, and if you exceed them, then even a bigger win, which happens sometimes. Doesn't have to happen all the time, but often happens. Anyway, so that's about it for now. 31st of December, New Year's Eve, getting the workout in before I go shopping and pick up the stuff I'm going to cook for my family later. Yeah, so happy New Year everyone, and have a great day. There's another thing I meant to mention about keeping motivated is like today is a day off for me, and I've done some chores at home, and I was relaxing watching a few YouTube videos and killing a bit of time. I just thought, well, actually, instead of doing that at home, you can listen to the YouTube video while you're on the way to the gym. And also, if it's a long one, or if it's something that you're really into and you're going to watch the next episode, just carry on, just put it on as a podcast. And then it feels like you're not spending any extra time on your day off. You're just enjoying it, he said, with steam coming out of his mouth. Anyway, yes, continue having a good day. That's a nice gym session done, and I'm really grateful to come out and see beautiful blue skies, even though it's freezing cold. It's still New Year's Eve, so I'm going to wish everyone a happy new year. I hope you find peace, calm, happiness and general good health. Keep motivated. And I realise that everyone finds motivation in different ways. Like, just come from the gym. At the moment, or for some time now, I prefer training on my own. But also, if you're training with someone else, the risk is they might not be available when you are, so you work out less. So if you train on your own, it's all down to you. But if you like training with someone, I know that when I used to train with other people, it can be a good way to work hard, push each other on. Another rep, another set, and so on. Depends on your goals. Also, if you go to a gym that has good classes, that's another way to get motivated and work out in a group, perhaps, where again energy from other people could be shared across the room and you feel spurred on by that. I used to love a sprint class in my old gym. My current gym doesn't have any classes, not really. They kind of have group exercise but in the middle of the gym floor, not in studios, which is a bit of a shame. But anyway, I'm sure I'll find something in the new year. And had a nice little walk through Croydon. I know it gets a bit of bad press, but there's quite a lot to do. Not a lot to thinking of food, actually. I'm quite hungry. So I was walking through the market and thinking, actually, Croydon's pretty good. I'm hoping it will get better with a bit of investment in the coming months and years. Anyway, I'm gonna prepare some food for me and the little ones tonight. They're spending New Year's with me. I'm gonna cross over so that I'm not squinting in the sun. And it's quite good for my daughters and my granddaughters, giving them different cuisines at an early age really does broaden their palate. So my granddaughters now are gonna enjoy peanut stew. So it's a bit like a curry, but with peanut butter. And you can do it, there's vegan options, there's meat options. But I got gifted a recipe from a Ghanaian friend of mine. So I love that. And it's full of protein, great for after the gym. And the fact that the little ones love it too is good news. Anyway, have a great day.